What are you guys, as an offense, looking to accomplish in the second scrimmage tomorrow?
Probably just be more explosive. Last time we were just kind of moving the ball down the field, which is not a bad thing. We just want to get that explosive play right up and, make those deep shots down the field before the season starts.
I know you probably are getting tired of being asked about this, but how are you seeing your receivers progressing this past week?
Yeah, there's guys progressing. We still have to be on top of things, understand what we're trying to do, understand what routes we're trying to run in certain plays. And, the guys are doing well. Obviously, there's still stuff to learn and get better.
The run game and the run block, it's obviously a different scheme with Coach Gaddis compared to Coach Lashley. Just how different is your guys' rushing attack going to be this year?
Yeah, with the guys we got, the guys we added, it's going to be good. Especially the gap game we got, the gap scheme, a lot of pulling, tackles, guards, even centers pulling a little bit, which we did a little bit last year, but not as much as Coach Gaddis likes to do. So you're going to see a little bit of difference there.
Obviously, it's been said a million times, you lost your top two receivers from last year. Just do you feel better kind of about that you might be able to lean on the run game a little bit more this year than you guys did last year?
Yeah, I think I said this before. The run game opens up the passing attack. It makes it a lot easier. Getting his backers up, play action, and the wingers behind them. So I think that run game will help the passing attack a lot.
I don't have to replicate game day, but does the energy for this scrimmage come close to that game day sort of vibe, sort of feeling?
I don't think it'll ever feel that way until you're in Hard Rock Stadium or in another away stadium. When we're at Green Tree, we always come out to compete with each other, do your best out there. Just get better every day out there.
Where do you think you improved, maybe from spring to now or from the end of last season to now?
I would just say understanding what the defense is doing, really finding the blitzes and checking, making sure I'm protected, understanding where they're rotating, where I have to go with the football.
How much do you just want that first game to come? I'm just saying, it feels like we've been talking about the same things for 8 months with Coach Cristobal again here. Just how eager are you to actually play in a real game?
Yeah, I can't wait. I think it's 2 weeks from tomorrow, first game, still cooking. So, busting our butts out there, spring, summer, now. Just can't wait to show everyone what we're working on.
Tyler, talk about the tight end room and how they're progressing.
Yeah, the tight end room is good. Just got Will back. He's starting to do a lot of team reps, and he's looking real good. I'm really excited to have him back. And then obviously we got Elijah. He's doing his thing. Khalil, Jaleel, Tom, all doing what they have to do for us to succeed.
What about Jaleel, makes him so unique in that group?
Yeah, he's just a freaky athlete. Obviously starts to put up more weight, take those DNs on, and some run blocks and pass protection, but yeah, he's a freaky athlete.
You keep talking about you losing the 2 receivers, but obviously, you have Will still, and obviously Xavier, but especially Will. Just how much does that kind of give you, as those young? You're still trying to find which one of those younger guys are going to step up a receiver. How much will Will is kind of another receiver help you?
Yeah, he's like that security blanket for me. I can always trust him. I always know where he's going to be on the field. He always makes a play for me. I'm glad to have him because he's a big asset for this team and for me. And him and Xavier are those type of guys that lead the passing attack out there. So.
What's Mike Reddy giving you guys? Maybe his improvement. Can you speak on what you've seen out of Mike?
Yeah, Mike's just the guy that go out there, be the same guy every day, work hard. And he's just a consistent guy. He'll always do the right things, always run the right routes. Just a guy that I can trust to be out there. And he's a playmaker too. So you guys will see him a lot this fall.
Talking about the whole line and what you see from that move in front of you.
Yeah, they came a long way. It starts with Jakai, understanding blitz pickup. It really helps me too because when I know I have to turn something, he already turned it. Sometimes that confusion, it doesn't go well. So I can really trust him, and then obviously the other 4 guys, 2, 3 extra guys that might not be starting on the line right now. Trust those guys. They came a long way. Worked really hard this summer, put in that extra work, and they're going to prove you guys something as well.
Jake, how have you seen your overall game improve
that you need to be able to throughout the fall?
Right. No, I feel like my game has improved in many areas, but I think mainly just figuring out the offense and trying to figure out what we're trying to do behind the call. Trying to get in Coach Gaddis' head and really figuring out, okay, he called this play for this, or for this type of router to get this type of look. And then I think really just basing things off of like rotation, safety rotation, knowing like where my hot could be, how I get the ball out quicker. I think I've improved in those areas.
How important are these scrimmages for you? I mean, you're behind Tyler, but obviously you're one injury away. Like, just how these are some of the best game action you might get all year. How important are these scrimmages for you?
Right. No, these scrimmages are huge. Not only for me, but for everybody, for the whole team. Really, just like Coach Cristobal said, setting an identity. I think it's huge. Like in practice, it's one thing, and we gotta turn our tempo up in practice. We gotta turn our intensity up in practice because that's our standard. That's gotta be our culture. But also throughout the scrimmage, I think just turning things up and really setting an identity. We gotta get this ball. It's 3rd and 1. We gotta drive the ball. Our O-line gotta get a push. Right. We gotta make a dent. We got to be able to run that football, like that type of deal. But me on a personal level, I feel like these scrimmages are huge for me, just to really come all together, because we go out there and practice every day, but really just put it all together and see the rewards of the work that we put in throughout fall camp.
Jake, because quarterbacks see everything, what's the one area that you think this team has come the farthest against?
Has come the furthest? We've definitely improved in a lot of spaces. I love our run game, though. Our run game, it definitely complements our pass game, and vice versa. So that opens things up for us, pass game-wise. But no, I definitely think that our O-line has done a great job, and our D-line, our defense also. Our defense is the real deal. So props to those guys and Coach Steele and all the defensive coaches. For just putting in the work throughout since spring ball. They've gotten so much better. But no, I'm excited this year to see what our defense can do for us.
I think they really wanted to improve from last year. So what is the difference, do you say?
I mean, I'm not on that side of the ball, but I think as far as like them just disguising coverages, they have a mix of coverages and blitz packages and just different things going in. Things that I'm not sure if we'll see throughout the course of this year, this season. But obviously it makes you a better quarterback to be able to go against that every single day and try to figure things out, because we're not game planning for our team, but going in and watching film, you try to figure tendencies out and you try to do things on your own. And with Coach Ponce and Coach Cody O, all those guys. So I mean, I think it definitely makes us a better quarterback to go against them and just a better offense overall every day.
Jim, what about the run game in particular do you really like?
I like that we're getting yards. I like that we're moving that ball. No, but I like our RPO stuff that we have off of it. It is an RPO, but it's like a tag. Then we have stuff where it's just straight RPOs, and we have stuff where it's like run game tags. To where if he's going to get tackled, you throw that ball. I like that type of stuff about it, the flexibility of it, some check stuff here and there. I like the flexibility that we have in the offense for that, and just really the offensive line making a dent, and our running backs being able to see that dent and keep going, go, run.
A couple more for Jake.
From watching Tyler, where have you seen him get better over the course of the last few months, especially in NPA?
I think Tyler's definitely improved. Like I would say, not only as just a quarterback and a leader, which is huge, and that's something that we need on both offensive, defensive, and just overall as a team. But I think Tyler's definitely. Last year he showed that he was a leader, right? And I think that this year he's coming back and reestablishing that he is a leader also. This following year. But no, I've seen improvement in game for him. I would say just like familiarity with the offense, being able to get the ball out quick and those type of things.
Just want to try not to get you in trouble with this, but when people saw like the upgrades to the locker room.
Sorry, you said what was that?
When people saw the upgrades to the locker room, social interest, when the school put out the neon trim uniforms that you guys are going to wear a couple times, social and crazy. I know none of it matters, but how cool are the cool elements? Like how much fun does that add to all of this for you guys when people see stuff that's going on behind the scenes here, and it just further endears, I guess, the program?
Yeah, no, definitely. The cool items are cool. No, but no, I'm super thankful for that locker room, for the weight room, the upgrades for the weight room, and just things around the campus. Really, like everything is getting renovated just around campus, and we're making this a beautiful place that will come to Miami, not even to come visit the school, but they want to come see the school. They want to come see the school, right? That type of deal. But no, I think it definitely. Throughout fall camp, it's been a great experience to have a locker room that we have chairs. Don't quite recline yet, but once they get there, then we'll be in there. I think just the weight room. I think that just improves the quality of time that we have in the weight room. There's little things and like little. I'll say like the jammer stuff that we have, like that stuff, we didn't have that before. So I think going into this year and being able to lift and use those jammers or use different things, different technology, I think that really gonna bring our game up and I think just help us overall as a team and keep us safe.
Have you heard her?
Probably just Mario not wanting to come to the spot.
You know, sometimes you got to deal with things like that, but.
Have you heard many of the alumni, joking around, calling you spoiled or anything just because they didn't have all this stuff?
Oh man, I haven't heard that, but I'm sure it's definitely happening. I have a year under my belt with the old locker room, so.
From the
I think the last one for Jake.
From the receiver group, what would you say you've seen the most progressive? The worst that you guys have done so far this fall?
I think guys really trying to buy in. I think that's been a huge improvement. Is guys really trying to buy in, and coach always talks about it. You have to trust, right? So trust is a huge thing. You have to have player-to-player trust. You have to have coach-to-player trust, player-to-coach trust. It goes back and forth, right? Player-to-system trust, like all that type of stuff. You have to have all that stuff in place in order to take that next step. If you're not buying into the offense or you're not buying into the defense or the special teams, if you're not all the way bought in and you're kind of half in, half out, but you want to be in, it's not going to work out, right? You're never going to take that full step. You're not going to go in and get extra work. You're not going to go in and dive into it bit. I think they're taking that step of, and I can say this just as being part of the quarterback room also, I think they're taking that step that is going into trust coaching, going into trust the system, a new system, right? And I think that's tough. But no, I think really just our player-to-player trust, staying after, guys staying after, holding each other accountable. I think we've definitely improved with that. I love to see like you have Keyshawn Smith, who ended up calling guys up afterwards and just talk to the offense right before one of our last scrimmages. Talk to us and how we need to hold each other accountable, how we need to improve, and the things that we need to do to have a great season. So I think just guys holding each other accountable and just like player to player and trust and player to system trust and player to coach trust.
Thanks, Jake.